A little longer than we wanted. The sun was just starting to raise as we went down the road just a little ways and stopped and took these pictures. And by the time we reached the Catlow Valley and this old homestead house, looks like an old gander Canadian honker goose has taken up residence there, and he thinks he owns it now. And then we look around, and here's an old mama goose out there walking around. They must have a nest, and he's on watch duty, guard duty right now. They must have a nest of eggs around in the grass someplace around here, because we see both geese there. The old mama goose is waddling around here trying to lead us away from the nest, but we're not coming over there anyway. She doesn't have to worry. Past Frenchglen, then we see the sign that says Crumble Reservoir Road. There's a mailbox here with a couple wheels on an old tank there. I guess it's supposed to represent an old steam engine or something there, but it doesn't look like the real deal. We cross the valley here, go through some little rocky rims here, and then we'll drop down on Crumble Reservoir within a few minutes here. We hurry down to the reservoir and start fishing, and right away I've got one on him. Boy, he feels like a good one. He's putting up a genuine good fight here.
Oh, you want me to lay the camera down and...
No, I'll get him.
You'll get him?
He makes run after run, stripping out yards and yards of line each time he does it. My pole is zinging and clicking here, and the line is pulled tight as this fish fights for his life in the waters of Crumble Reservoir. Finally, he can fight no more and moves to the surface, and I pull him in so I can get him in that net, and we're going to have us another fish dinner, it looks like here, if I do this right. But he could still get away, so some caution must be used at this point. Looks like my net is a little too small for this size fish, but I have to make it work.
Bring him in. There. You got him. Good for you.
Wow. Look at that fish, would you?
Was that worth your trip here?
Yep.
How long do you think he is?
I don't know. We've got a tape here.
We were catching some fish from shore, but we had bought this little rubber raft some time ago and haven't even tried it out. So I went up and pumped it up while Marge fished, and so I'm pulling in now, and I'll pick her up and we'll go out in the raft and see if we can do better out in the raft. I tie the raft up to the bank here, and we're going to fish from the bank a little while longer. And it looks like there's a bite in here, so we're catching a few right from the bank. I have another one on here. I'm fighting him up next to shore, and he's no small fish either. He's not as big as the other one, but he's still pretty darn nice. and straight into the net he goes. So this means we've got another fish for our stringer, for our fish feed. Then it's Marge's turn. One bites on her pole. She gets all excited as she reels him up next to shore and sees what a nice big fish he really is.
You can get the net?
Yeah, I got the net.
I'm gonna lose him.
Ooh, don't let him get under that boat again.
I'll bring him up on this side.
Okay, bring him right up over here in the shade.
Okay. Oh, stop running.
Butch, don't lift him out of the water.
Okay, don't. Here. Get your net in there. Here, I'll bring him over. Want to bring him over?
Okay, bring him over.
Got him.
Okay, here.
A little pair of horned grebes float past us as they're on their daily search for food out here in Crumble Reservoir. It's finally time to set sail in our rubber raft here, so we take off in the raft, and sure enough, within just a few feet, we have one on. We're trolling Ford fenders with a wedding ring and then a small worm on that. And that really seemed to be working good there. I catch one fish after another, till pretty soon I have my limit.
He must be out there quite a ways. Here, you want the... Can you get him?
Maybe.
Here, I can get him. Okay. Bring him up. Okay, bring him over. Okay. Here, bring him up this way. Right under the boat. He's gonna get... Ah, I knew that.
Okay. Okay, here he goes.
I got him.
There, now. Get your line free of the net.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh, the thing run. Wow. He's just really taking some line. He's a fighter. You about ready to net him?
Mm-hmm.
Go. You think my drag's too loose? Huh?
I'll tighten it a little if you want.
got the net? There, you got him.
Wow, he's a heavy one.
There. Is it? Let me lift my pole out of the way. This is Tom's last fish. He limited out. His 5th fish. Just a second. You got the net?
Yeah, it's right here. You see how big he is?
No, let's see here. Bring him out some.
He looks to be a pretty nice one.
Bring him into your net. You got him? There, you got him. Good job. You outdone me this year. You got the biggest fish and the most fish so far. Did he come off the hook?
He's coming. You better reel your hook in.
Okay. Well, that is a nice one.
Bring him in.
Here. I'm going to bring him up on this side.
Okay, that's better.
You want to get the net?
Yeah, I got the net right here.
I'll just give him a little slap.
Okay, just lift your pole up and we'll get him over here.
And we just lift it up and bring him.
Swing him over this way. Oh, he's a big one.
Got him.
Wow, he is a biggie. I think he's 20 inches.
Well, he's the biggest one I got.
Maybe we...
He's still there. He's trying to get off. Wow. Let him run?
Yeah. Play him out a little bit.
Shoot.
You didn't put your drag too tight, did you?
Yeah.
There.
He's a fighter.
Bring him over on this side. Yeah, let him play himself out. Pull him in now.
I guess I got that drag just almost too tight. Let's see. He is a fighter. And he's not a big fish.
Lift your pole up now.
Here he comes. Got him. That's my limit. It's the biggest one.
Okay.
Oh, look at here.
Twins?
That one is just a hair bigger. I caught the biggest one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'll be darned. Look at that. Here, I'll hold these two big ones up. You caught this one, and I caught this one. See?
We have our limit of fish now, so it's time for us to head back to our camp. An old swan stands out in the field. We go to Frenchglen to go to the old hotel. Maybe we can get some more ice to put on our fish here at the old hotel. The old hotel is still open, and you can rent a room there for a rather steep price, and you can even eat family-type meals there. From Frenchglen, we head south along the Catlow Valley, right at the last bit of sunshine of the day. The sun is just getting ready to dip behind the hills here over the Heart Mountain Desert area there. The sun sets between some old dried up woolly mullein bushes from last year. We're along Highway 205, heading south from Frenchglen. This highway, it's very seldom you see another car on it, so it's perfectly quiet and peaceful here. And the sun is setting over the giant Catlow Valley here. This valley seems to go on forever. It was at one time an old ancient lake bed, and it is huge. Silently, the sun disappears behind the horizon. A few cattle are still grazing out on the humongous Roaring Springs Ranch. The sun set, but it's still not all over yet. The sky is turning every color in the rainbow now, after the sun has already set. It's already getting dark on us, and we haven't had supper yet, so we better get back to our camp. And we gotta start packing to... The next morning, the sun seemed to rise with the same magnificence and splendor of the setting sun the night before, but we have to be heading out this morning. So as soon as we get that sun up, we're going to head out. But we almost ran out of gas last night. We tried, when we were coming home from fishing, we tried to get gas at Frenchglen, couldn't. We stopped at Fields, and they were closed too. But the next morning, we happened to meet a person that had a couple gallon of gas. So he fixed us up on gas, and we went on. Thank you very much to him.